So I have a question for you, Wyatt. How much do you like St. Joseph's School?
That much.
I'm Elizabeth Wingard, and I'm Wyatt's mom. We have 3 children. Ellie Mae also attends school here, and our youngest, Max, will be attending next year. Wyatt was diagnosed with autism at age 4, and that's kind of how we began our journey into finding the perfect school for him. I was a preschool special education teacher prior to staying home with the kids, so I had that background, and I took all the information from the doctors and therapists and looked at where Wyatt was and where we felt he could go, and came up with a plan for his education. When we were looking for schools for Wyatt, we made a long list of all the options. Public school was quickly taken off the list, and then we were left with the private schools. I had toured every private school in Anderson County, and honestly, St. Joseph's was the last one on the list, and I was getting discouraged.
When Mrs. Wingard called me talking about a possibility for Wyatt, I have to be honest, I was a little bit worried because we normally would just welcome every student and, I don't ask too many questions, but she started with, he has these needs, these needs, these needs. What do you think? And I had to pause and do a prayer, and I said, well, we are not equipped for a special needs school. However, we want every child to have an opportunity. She mentioned it that she had an aide and someone that was going to be with him. And I said, well, that's just perfect. You have someone that is trained to be with him, to help him. Why wouldn't I not take him? She goes, well, in other schools, they don't want him with an aide. I said, well, that kind of doesn't make sense because, we are here to help the child. And if you come in with the right tools, we can work together to provide what he needs.
I'm Kelly Schuster. I am a registered behavior technician in South Carolina. I work in the upstate. I serve children with autism spectrum disorders in the applied behavior analysis field, and I've been lucky enough to have been Wyatt's therapist for the past almost 2 years now.
When we first met Wyatt, the first thing I noticed was his smile. He had that big smile that he just wanted to be loved. He wanted to be loved. He had difficulties walking. I was worried about how he was going to be in the classroom and what kind of accommodations we were going to have to make. But he, he just gave me that big hug as the first time I met him, and I just knew that it was going to be okay. He just wanted to be welcome and be part of our family, and it just felt right. It was a good fit.
Since Wyatt was going to start in pre-K, we got very blessed to be able to come into St. Joseph's, and Miss Giuliani was very welcoming. We met and had lots of talks and priming with Wyatt so that he could get ready for the classroom.
One of them was having a special chair. I remember that. It was like a booster chair that it will hold him because his body will kind of move. So we had to have it in a special spot in the classroom. We had to have the special space situated for him. He had a compression vest that he was going to wear. A few things in the classroom, to have the space for him. But we worked together with them to provide, those accommodations. But it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
We go to church here at the church. It's a blessing. That's all I can say. It's a real blessing. I don't know where we'd be without them for Wyatt's sake.
They've given our baby a chance. We struggled to find somebody that was willing to take that chance on him. And I feel like that chance was everything for Wyatt. And now we're at a place where I can say that that was the right decision and that he has blossomed into just a typical child.
Having Wyatt in the classroom, it has been amazing because not only for him, being with all the children and be part of the classroom, but also for the rest of our students, that everybody is welcome. We might look different, but we are all the same.
I think it's very good for him to have the small group and be in the small classroom because he gets that more one-on-one individualized attention, but also within a small group, so he gets to see his peers, which is very good for him growing up. Now we can have a full conversation. We can play with others. We can play just me and him, or he can play by himself. We can play with siblings, parents, adults, and it's so heartwarming to see him grow up and keep developing those skills so that he is growing up and we get to see more and more improvement every day.
It's just a big miracle to see that transformation. It's just a year and a half. Imagine, how many more miracles we can have with just welcoming them. Every parent should have a choice to go to where the children's needs are met. This is what we're here for, to look after our children. And I hope you can look into Catholic education as a choice for your students.